What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Cindy D, and it's Staying with the Gang, and I hope your holidays have been going great. On Christmas, I made a loaded seafood potato soup, and I'm going to show you how I did that. I got about a pound of shrimp here, which I had cleaned, deveined, and took the shell off. I saved the shells, as you can see, and I'm putting them in a pot because I'm going to be using that to make like a seafood stock. So you will see how that goes. I also got 2 lobster tails. Now let me tell y'all, if y'all know of a place that sells lobster tails without the shells on them already, like not just chopped up, but just lobster tails deshelled, please let me know. Please let me know, because this was difficult. I know you eat it, you know what I'm saying, and you boil it with the shell on, but just let me know, okay? So I took the shells of the lobster and the shrimp, and I put some seasonings in there with some butter and some chicken broth, and I let that come to a boil and made my own stock there. I also seasoned up my salmon, and I let my salmon get a little char on it. I wanted some texture to it, let it get a little char on it. So that's what I liked about doing that there. Now, what I did is I cut up my shrimp and my lobster because I wanted lobster all through it, all through the soup, okay? Want it all through there. And as you can see, that stock coming together really nice. It came together really nice. Now, here is where I'm sauteing up the lobster and the shrimp. I use the same seasonings that I seasoned in the stock, and I let those cook for a little bit, not too long, because I didn't want it to be gummy because it was going into the soup. And listen, I was balling on a budget here. I wasn't doing all that chopping on the holidays, okay? I just needed what I needed for it. I also added in some mushrooms with some other seasonings as well. Poured in that lovely stock, okay? Bomb. Added some corn. I also added 4 cups of milk, 2 cups of heavy cream, okay? That's how much I added of the milk and the heavy cream. And then I put my clean, peeled, washed potatoes in there to boil, and you guys are going to boil it till it's about fork tender, and then you're going to mash. I did take some out, put it in a blender, blended a little bit of it, and put it back in when I mashed the rest, just to give it a smooth and a little bit of texture. And these are the cheeses that I use in the soup. That brie, that cream de brie, 10 out of 10. And this was the bomb, y'all. I loved it. So many leftovers, good for meal prep as well.